Z159 FM.
everybody. It's New Inventions with your host, Ross McCoy. And now, live from the New Invention studio, it's Ross.
Hey, everybody. Just here, as usual, to introduce you some new inventions. This here is it's a reverse frying pan. The handle gets really hot and the pan stays cool.
My mom bought me, this is a good warm-up topic. Because it's funny, we've been doing this long enough now where I honestly believe that me and you and Tom, the three of us, can sit in a room and one of us can say any word and then the other two have somewhere to go.
Absolutely. Like, you could pick any word out of a dictionary. It could be like a random fourth person, any word, xylophone.
My mom bought me a pan. It was by Tefal.
Yeah.
But this pan had a gimmick that does not need to be needed, but it was kind of cool. The handle would like light up to show you what temperature the pan was.
Oh.
So supposedly there was like conductors in the center of the pan that go back to this little light up thing on the handle.
Like a digital thing? Or?
No, not digital.
Okay,
no, more like mood ring.
Remember that little
okay.
Remember
like
that little,
it was ready.
Yeah.
There was a toy that was like a little guy with a sticker on his chest and you could put your thumb on it and it would reveal a hologram or whatever from the heat of your thumb.
We
like
need
that.
more temperature based toys. Yes. Those are not cool anymore, but they were cool.
Dude, when hypercolors were hot, that was the peak of life.
I'm going to pivot real fast. Sorry to go in so many directions, but does anybody remember the cars that when you push them into something, they would make it look like they crashed?
Oh, yeah.
It
had a little spinner on the front.
They had a spinner on the front, so the car would be like perfect, and you'd crash it into a door, and it would spin around real fast, and then make it look like it had been in an accident.
It was spring-loaded.
It was spring-loaded, and you could reset it. Those fuckers were the bombest shit.
That's cool.
You heard it here. Melissa, pull this and put it in a commercial. Those cars that would break, and then you could reset them. I was like, well, we'll never have anything better than this. This is the greatest toy. My dad bought me I had all of them.
I thought you were going to the one that was like the paint job was such that if you ran it under hot water, it would turn into a different car.
The Hot Wheels had a car wash, and you ran the car into the car wash. You put hot water in the tank.
I had that too.
That shit was bomb too.
That was cool.
That shit was bomb.
I have a giant like 3x3 box of my kids' old Hot Wheels. Like, I'm praying for a grandkid that I can just play Hot Wheels with one day.
Honestly, go through those. It's not like Beanie Babies, but you can go through there ahead of time, and you probably do have some that you could throw on eBay for like $20-$25.
For
like,
sure.
No bullshit.
At one point,
People
my kid
are crazy about those things.
My little guy William loved buses when he was tiny, so we would get him like a Hot Wheel bus anytime I saw him, and I'm sure some of those are kind of rare because who the fuck bought a Hot Wheel bus?
Like Andrea has this truck that's it's a blue truck that her and her dad are always texting about, which makes them psychos. Like. Her dad will be like, do you still have the Buddy L truck from when you were a girl? And then she does. And then we looked it up one day, and it was like worth like $400 or something. I'm like, well, sell this piece of shit.
So my grandpa had like not Hot Wheels, but these fucking toy cars from when he was a kid.
Oh, it was her dad's truck when he was a boy. I guess that does make it a little more... It's not a piece of shit.
My grandpa had these ones from when he was a kid, and they had little plastic seats and shit. They were like really cool, and they were like
detailed. Yes,
and they had like little wire rim rubber tires, and they were super fucking neat.
Is like.
And my grandpa was like, keep these safe.
It's metal, right?
One day they'll be worth something. And he had the box too, which I'm sure is like worth $1 bajillion now.
The camper top. There's a plastic camper top on it. If you don't have the camper top, worthless.
And anyway, I thought it would be cool to put them out on my bookshelf, so I had them like out on my bookshelf, kind of displayed. And one day while I was at work providing for my fucking family, my wife let this lady in with a kid, and then she was like, "Yeah, go ahead, play with those cars. I have no idea what they are." And this kid just destroyed all my grandpa's toy cars.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
And I looked it up after the fact. And this was like in the early 2000s on like early eBay. They were worth thousands of dollars.
Oh my God!
I was very mad.
Yeah.
God damn.
I mean, collections are fun in games until they're not.
Yeah.
And we've all heard the story. Now, I may be getting this one wrong, but there was a person I knew that collected back in the day the Simpsons toys that, like, this is like late 90s, early 2000s, where they had, no, it wasn't Drew, but they had batteries in them, and when you put the character on the playset, it would, like, talk.
Yeah,
It was
I remember
made by
those.
Playmates, which is the same company I believe that made Ninja Turtles. I think that's right.
I thought it was a McFarlane product, but I could be wrong about that.
You might be right.
And they would also, if you put like Bart and Lisa, they had different
They had conversations.
They had different cues that would come up.
Yes.
You were like, you put Mo in the living room, and Bart would be like, "What are you doing in my living room?"
Really
Mo?
cool.
They were neat. They were very cool.
Yeah, really well done. So this guy had all of them and then like displayed, and then I think like somebody like again the telltale like the person comes in with their kid. And the kid wanders in there and then just starts opening the bubble packaging, like opened all the toys. Like opening them, playing with them, pulling them off the wall, opening the bubble packaging, pull them out, like and trash everywhere, cardboard everywhere, and just playing with all of them. And it's just like, and then they went from literally a collection to now they're nothing.
Yeah.
Well, they're not nothing, but you know what I mean.
That's rough.
That is rough.
I mean, especially because...
You wouldn't be like one of those guys because A, you're not going to have the collection, and B, it wouldn't matter to you if they were playing with them. And I kind of think you've got it right. I don't want to be the type of person, and I am, but I don't want to be the type of person where I come in there and the kid opened them, and it's obviously an accident, and those things being open has like I'm freaking out. Like that's not. I don't want to be that person. I am that person.
I'm still mad at little Aiden.
Yeah, I just don't want to be that
I'd fight
person.
him right now. He's probably like 21 years old. I'd fight him.
So I try to care less about that stuff. I really do. When things are going wrong, I'm kind of, all right, okay, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. All right. You want to start, Mr. Van?
Yeah.
And that's where we went from, I believe, frying pans, right? That was frying
Yeah.
pans.
Well, this one would tell you the temperature and on the frying pan, and that was a great example of how we can do this. But yeah, it was a dumb feature. But my mom thought it was pretty great because you could like look at it and see like when your pan was preheated.
I guarantee you, the last person to do that was your mom, though, like because
Yeah.
she cooked enough.
It
Once
was
you
a shitty
cook
pan.
enough,
It was a shitty pan. I
yeah,
didn't
the
want to tell her.
T-falls are like they're
it's
low mid range.
Yeah,
they're
low
mid-range,
low
yeah.
mid. All right, Mr. Van, why don't you start?
Yep.
Here we go. In 3, 2.
Welcome to A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Tom.
I am Dan. We're live on Twitch and YouTube. Come hang out. Just search for @TomandDanLive. Lots of, on the YouTube channel, lots of videos, 4K videos. Every single replay from every single show we do is on there. Behind the scenes stuff, YouTube shorts you can check out. Swervy Jones cartoons. So check it all out on YouTube @TomandDanLive.
Ross McCoy's here. How you doing, Ross?
59,000 points out of first place on Deadpool pinball.
Why,
so
who's
close.
got first? Or is it the? Oh, it's probably Andrew.
I don't know. I'd have to look.
He usually
but
plays a game before he leaves, and he's like really good.
Okay.
So he like usually sets a high score
This
before
is a
he gets
good
out of here.
machine. I like this machine a lot.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna start spending some time with the Deadpool pinball machine, courtesy of our good friends at the Pinball Dudes. If you need a pinball machine, thepinballdudes.net.
So we had Just Call Mo's family skate-a-thon on Saturday. It was a great event. It was great seeing.
Sorry about that. I wanted to mow you. I apologize.
It was great seeing everybody come out.
Hard
was.
squeezing in there with 1,000 people, but
Yeah, it was a little tight. It was a little tight with all the and a shout out to the Cimarron Skateway staff for being able to wrangle all 17 of you that came through the door. I'm joking around.
There was a good amount of people. Obviously less than signed up, but you know what? My buddy Andres reminded me because he does events for this venue called the Citadel down in Miami.
Yeah.
And he's like, anytime you do a free event, he's like, 15% of the people that say they're coming will come.
Huh.
And he's like, that's what we've known. That's what we factor in the, when you do a free event.
that's scarily close to how much of my family showed up that I said would. That's like right on the money.
And then he's like,
It's literally on the money.
Yeah.
And he's
Perfect.
like, if you make the tickets $5, then it ups it to 28%.
Okay.
So I'm
But
like,
where's
really?
but when does it start going back down?
Um,
Right, because there's got to be a sweet spot where you make it $7, you might get 32%, but if you make it $9, you're back down to 17%. You know what I mean? Like, I like that.
As the price increases,
I like that.
the ticket sales go down.
Let's do surge pricing. Let's make it so if you're late, I'm sorry, you got to pay more. If you're early, you pay less.
Yeah, but the more expensive the ticket, the more guaranteed the person's going to show up.
Because skin in the game. Yeah, that's true.
But
Yeah.
72% of people will pay $5 and not show up. That's kind of fascinating. I feel like we could turn that into a scam somehow.
So,
you know what? You're not wrong. Write that down. That's a great idea, Ross.
Yeah.
So a couple things. One, the skating video of me skating around is circulating the internet.
That's unfair. You're trying to get in front of it. You're trying to get in front of it.
I put it out there too.
Just like that. That mayoral. Remember the mayor that was like, "There's a video out there, I guess, of me doing some cocaine." Or something. That's not me.
You know what? That isn't me.
Yeah, that's not you.
But there is something.
They're being unfair to you. You were brave enough to get out there, right?
You call it? I wouldn't call it bravery. I would call it.
For you, the way you were doing that, it was brave.
I thought it was very brave.
Yeah.
I thought it was very brave to get out there and skate.
Well, it would only be brave if I knew I was going to be bad and I still did it. I thought I'd be better.
Really?
Yes, I did.
Have you skated previous to this?
No, 30 years since I put on a pair of skates. But when I have this problem, Ross, when I see someone do something, I think I could do that.
Is it everything?
I don't know.
Is it everything? Like if you were to see
No,
bluegrass guitar picker extraordinaire Molly Tuttle,
absolutely
if
not.
she were here like just playing a solo or Billy Strings, you would look at that and be like, "That's out of my league."
Yeah, no, I 100% no, I cannot do that.
Okay,
like anybody that's
basic physical stuff.
When I see the average Joe. You see what I'm saying? When I see Christian McCaffrey or Saquon Barkley hurdle someone backwards, I know I can never do that. Because I understand what it took for that person. But when I see a regular dad skate around fluidly, I'm like, well, I could do this. Just a regular dad, like Ross, hauling ass around.
Ross is fast. I wasn't going to bring it up this early, but let's point it out, Ross. You might be the single fastest dad skater in Orlando.
I'm
going to make that claim. You're my champion.
All right.
Ross McCoy of the Orlando Talk Show with himself, Ross McCoy, local comedian, one of the funniest people voted by Orlando Weekly. Hilariously funny, but also the fastest dad on quads. I don't think I've ever you did one last circle and it's the fastest circle of the day. I feel like
tiny Duke shorts, which
and
made
a
it
fanny
better.
pack, and he was flying.
And then, how are you so good?
You're
at
so fast
skating, Ross.
He goes straight. He's like a Hayabusa. You're the Hayabusa of dad skaters.
I showed up kind of intending not even to skate. I kind of thought, with the turnout that we were going to have, that there probably wouldn't even be skates available. So I had.
I was like, I only got one skate. There's too many people.
I had combed my house and car for all the quarters I owned, which turned out to be a lot of quarters because I had this 1990s image of a skating rink in my head, and I thought I was going to play Addams Family pinball with quarters.
Yes.
And not even skate. So when I showed up,
play some narc.
And all the machines are card-based, so my quarters are useless.
Yeah, Tom could have told you that. He knows his way around the old ticket.
I should have checked it.
Yeah, the ticket machines. Tom's a fan of the ticket machines. He knows all about them.
Everything's a card now.
And then
you don't even get the card from a person now. You go to a machine.
There's a kiosk. Yeah.
And you tap because I dumb old man. I wanted to play some of the video games as well, so I went into the snack bar area, and they're like, "Oh, you got to go to the kiosk, you dumb old man. Are you homeless?" Like everybody thinks I'm homeless now because of my beard and hair. So it's fine.
Get out of here, homeless man.
Get out. Stop peeing
How'd you get in here?
Yeah, stop peeing in our snack bar, you POS. So I go over and I get the card and then I load up some money on it. But yeah, so what did you end up playing?
No, I didn't play anything, and there were skates available. So I was like, all right, you know what? I'm here. The floor's available. Might as well do a couple laps. And so I grew up in this little town called Springdale, Pennsylvania, and actually the little town next to it called Cheswick, which is even smaller.
Cheswick.
And the only thing we had to do in Cheswick, Pennsylvania was this little spot called the Chess Arena, and it was a roller skating rink that existed, I think, at least since the 60s. And so every...
You know what the mascot of Chess Arena is? A hyena.
It's actually, I think it's probably Chessie the elephant, because the other thing in Cheswick is a pool supply store, and they had a big old elephant on top of their sign that everybody called Chessie.
Oh, small town businesses used to have paper mache animals on top of their roofs to get attention. Maybe that's what we need here. Like a big crab on the roof.
Big purple elephant named Chessie.
I like that.
So anyway, we go to every weekend, like probably Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we'd go to the Chess Arena. You'd rent some skates. I had a paper route, so I'd usually like cash in a couple houses on the way and have a little bit of Street Fighter 2 money.
Nice.
And you'd play Street Fighter 2 on roller skates and just skate. So like for 14 years of my life, 2 days a week. I was just on roller skates.
But that was a while ago.
Yeah.
So like the fact that you're still smooth.
Yeah. After
this many years, that's because
it's more the straight line speed that I was most impressed with. I mean, this guy was like legitimately blowing people's doors off.
When I was 10 years old, I could go around the roller rink, and
do you remember
was
being
fine.
good?
Yeah, it was fine. I wasn't that. I wasn't
like
what
once
I
in a
was
while.
Saturday.
You do it for like a birthday party or something, right?
Yeah.
I'm talking every weekend, like twice a weekend for 10, 15 years.
All right,
and then I kept
weekend.
a toe in the game too. Like I had inlines, through high school into college. And
That's
then,
a bold admission.
And then during COVID, actually, I was like, I kind of, because inlines got cool, and everybody was like, inlines are cool. That's the cool thing now. So I did that for a while. During COVID, I was like, you know what? I'm going back to quads. I loved quads. I don't know why I switched, and I got a pair of quads. And during COVID, I would just blast the weekend and skate the streets because they were empty. So I did a lot of street skating in quads during COVID times.
God, that must have been so free.
It was so
no
fun.
mask, just you and like a boombox.
Empty streets.
The empty streets. You're just dancing. You're just skate dancing to the weekend.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I love that.
Drunk on
Old
champagne.
weekend or new weekend?
This is
or
like
all weekend.
This is like just when I'd found Blinding Lights. So it was
Okay.
probably like Blinding Lights just on repeat.
Oh, that's a great skating tune.
Oh, it's great.
Great skating tune.
Absolutely.
So as soon as I put the skates on, I knew there was going to be a problem because as soon as I just stood up on the carpet, I was like, more slippery than I thought. Like I don't know why.
Hey,
Like,
more slippery than I thought.
I thought that
What
the
did you
wheels.
expect them to have a little grit to them, like your?
I just thought the wheels would
You
take
thought they
more
only
effort
rolled
to move.
one way forward or something?
Well, I have a theory
Uh,
about this, and we have some chat room people that even mention this, like Suzette, who's arguably obsessed with you, is at some point you're going to wake up, she's like literally choking you out.
That's what I want. That's
You
what I
can't be
like.
mine, you'll die. But she questions why you're so good on your one wheel, but you're so bad on the skates because both have an element of balance to them. And I think what you were expecting is that no friction, the bearings of the skates. The one wheel, like, it does have that friction, and you control the friction.
But
You control that through your movement.
People think the one wheel is some sort of unicycle. The one wheel has a gyro auto balancer in it, like a Segway. So when you lean forward,
Wait,
it leans
it's
back.
like a Segway? Ew, nerd.
No, but it was like it's the same gyro technology, so that it doesn't take balance
and it
to
won't
ride
roll
the one
back
wheel.
on you, right?
No,
So only forward.
no, you can
you
go
can go
back.
Oh, you can go back?
Yeah. But the thing is, it auto balance. So if like
Okay.
It'll stop.
So if you go too far forward, it pulls you. Like it uses an internal motor to help balance you, so that you always stay straight up.
Which is also what everybody on that floor roller skating is doing. They're using their internal balance motor to say,
yeah, their own person.
yours is just like cranked up to 11 or something. You're constantly trying to stay super balanced.
I think it was just a different feeling for him, right?
I don't know, because like I strapped on the skates and I felt a little stiff at first. I was like, oh, this is I'm a little stiff at this, and I warmed right up and started scooting around there like a maniac again. But this guy just roboted all.
Well, the first run was a little rough, and
Yeah.
everybody's looking and pointing and laughing. Everybody pulled
And
their
I
phones
knew.
out. They're yelling "World Star," their video, and it was
Absolutely.
embarrassing. They shouldn't have done
I
that. You guys should all be
Absolutely.
ashamed of yourself. As one of the only, that's my goddamn friend out there. Should be a friend. You should be ashamed of
no,
yourself.
I
That's my
knew,
friend. I told my wife to put her phone down. We had an argument about it. I go, put your goddamn phone down. That's my friend. That's my friend out there.
I was having a conversation and we both stopped mid-conversation and just watched him go by like the half arc that we were standing at.
What did your sons think? Because obviously they were
They were
happy.
yeah,
Were they?
No, they don't know nothing. They don't. They don't pay attention.
They were like, you skated?
They also didn't care that I was out there. They weren't
That's
like,
what I told you.
"Yay!"
That's what I told you.
Like in the video, they just took off in front of me and then never even turned around or like, "Hey, Dad's coming." Or it didn't even matter. And then
I've told you this.
And then I was out there. I'm there, not even skating anymore. So I'm like, oh, what the hell am I doing this for?
And you kept going around.
Yeah.
Then at one point, I thought you were trapped. Like you're like,
Yeah.
I can't get out of the.
Well, then
this-
I'm just
in the loop.
Well, then I'm just like, all right, I'll be a clown. But I figured it out. It requires grace and
Under fire.
and also like smoothness, and like maybe even a little bit of rhythm. I have none of that. I have no grace. I
no
have
rhythm, no smoothness.
fluidity.
Okay.
If that makes sense,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And I've become so stiff that I'm trying to muscle it through. Like I get on there, I'm like, so I'm trying not to fall, but also I'm like, I can do this, and then I'm just tensing my entire body.
We can feel that,
thinking that I could just use muscle to
Yeah.
But
do
what are you
good
trying to muscle? Let me ask you that.
I don't know. I just think that'll fix everything.
Yeah.
Because a muscle, there's nothing to muscle. You're really just, you're like kind of lightly pushing off and then trying to glide. There is no muscling.
Finesse. I lack finesse.
You know that meme
finesse.
the video meme of the little kid who's at the soccer match and he pulls his shirt up and he starts dancing like an animal? And he has big teeth.
Okay, yeah.
Everybody knows that meme of that kid. We love that kid. There was a kid that skated with blue skates, like blue wheels on his skates, that looked just like that meme kid with the big teeth.
No, he's so good.
And he's pumping he's doing the pump. Yeah, that kid was so good. That was that kid was the best skater I've ever seen. He was unbelievable.
Some people are not like that. Kid has unbelievable finesse. So if you like, some people have it. I do not.
I think if
you
kept going, you would be a little better. You did get better. Third turn, you got good. Not good. You got better.
You have to relax, and I don't think he's capable of relaxing at all.
Not known for his relaxing.
It's kind of amazing. It's kind of amazing that you could even make it around the rink that tense. Stop. It was in and of itself. It was kind of a feat.
Did you hurt the next day?
Well, that's what people should appreciate.
Yeah, I did wonder if the next day you would be like, oh wow, I feel like my shins hurt or something. Did you feel different the next day from being that tight for like an hour?
No, I'm always that tight. I walk around like this. They're like, oh, he's gonna be sore tomorrow.
But there are some flexibility that you have though. So any flexibility you have is like you're muscling your flexibility.
Yes,
Whoa, dude, that's impressive.
Like,
that's impressive. Like you're
stretch,
powering.
It's never like every time I go to stretch, it always hurts and I have to muscle through it. Like I think I'm becoming a stone man. Like I have that disease.
Stone man.
That what's her name has stone man disease.
Stone skin.
Yeah, that's what Celine Dion has.
Celine Dion.
And that's what Bam Margera apparently said he had that when he went to the doctor and he's like, the doctor said that my legs were tight rubber bands.
I thought we were talking about the princess on Game of Thrones. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so he said he was a stiff man. Well, I mean, I thought you did great.
It's kind of admirable that you can do something completely wrong but still do it. It's like if somebody got into a car and put their hands down at the pedals and their feet up on the wheel and they could drive like that. It's kind of like
it's not
great. It'll be
but
jerky.
It's impressive.
It's a wow.
Yeah, it is a wow. It is a wow.
Hey, people should applaud the fact that I'm even out there.
Absolutely.
I'm not only mentally but also physically disabled, and I'm out there. All right. So another thing, we met a listener, I think for the first time, and he was telling us, he's like, "Hey, I'm one of those guys that you guys were talking about that's listened to every single show." And I'm like, you mean every like a Friday show? He's like, no, every ACT, every podcast you've heard, the BDM show.
And he was very confident.
And he's like, I started when you guys started.
Like day one.
And he's like, I work from home.
We had a lot of day one people there at the skating rink. That was nice. A lot of people are like, how long? Like you would ask them. A couple times with us together, he'd be like, how long you been listening? People go, day one. I'm like, yeah, wowie. And you've been with us a minute.
You guys want to feel super old? The Jeff and Jen from Summicott were there, and that's the first podcast I was on, and I got on that podcast because Jen was their producer, and she got pregnant, and that fetus is now going to college.
Oh yeah. That really gets you. Yeah.
It was good to see them. I didn't get to say hi to Jeff. But I did see Jen.
Yeah, I got to Jeff. It was awesome.
When you see a newborn and then they're an adult, it blows. Like that gets me a lot. It was like, oh my God, your baby is going to the army. You know, like, it's worse when they go to the army for whatever reason because I'm like, oh my God, they're old enough to carry a firearm and defend our country. Like college, I don't give.
And
too
I
much
imagine them as a baby holding that firearm.
Yeah. I'm like, oh my God. But anyway, so then me and Daniel were doing the math on how many shows that actually is. and it's like it's 5,333.
Yeah, 5,333 shows.
Some of them 2 hours, some of them like 45 minutes, right?
Yeah. So then ends up being it's over a year straight of actual listening,
Day and night.
24 hours. Like.
Well, should we run? Should we do a channel? Should we do and then add to the digital garbage out there? Should I be running from the studio? Should I be running every show from zero to now, a full year?
So with what's his name, the overnight guy hosting?
Yeah. With what was it? Scarf Toboggan.
Scarf Toboggan. Oh my God, yeah.
My memory's sort of working.
That's pretty good.
What I start thinking about is
Scarch.
What a unique relationship this gentleman has with us, and the fact that he listened to us because we've talked. I think this particular show we're a little more open with our personal lives and our downfalls and our flaws and everything. We're a lot more personal than a lot of. I don't listen to too many other two guys podcasts besides for sports or about a topic. But
Joe Rogan doesn't talk about how he wipes his butt.
or is he family?
Very private.
I've never even heard him talk about his wife or kids. Really,
no, he doesn't.
Sure,
he'll talk about his dog, his golden retriever.
Yeah.
Stupid dog.
But because we're talking
shots fired. Right? I don't even know why I said that. Don't even know why I said that.
Of our ailments, or one of our tragedies.
Yeah, I'll give you one right now.
Our experience with our kids.
I
our
almost
families.
passed out this morning.
It's because he's Mr. Wilderness, but then a mountain lion kills his dog. Now he's all anti-mountain lion. It's like there are animals in the wild too, Joe.
Yeah,
just like your precious
shouldn't
elk.
have had your dog out there.
Yeah. Keep your dog. Maybe on a leash
mountain lion killed his dog.
Yeah, I think so. If I remember correctly,
That'll change a man.
When
a mountain lion kills your dog, it'll change a man.
Just like the country song says.
Yeah.
But that's to me. It's I'm fascinated by that. It's you just listen to someone for so many hours about all their personal stuff.
So what if we just stopped?
No, that's fine.
What does he do? What does the guy
start over again?
There's others out there. And I'm sure if he's like, I have a job where it allows me to listen to podcasts all day. So I mean, even he probably listens to multiple podcasts, obviously, because even we only do at the most a couple hours a day. So it's like if you got 5 hours a day, you're listening to tons of handfuls of. Same thing with professional drivers. Anyway, you're driving all day. You've got a
housewife
10 podcasts that you listen to all.
Housewife. Sometimes coders. Or people that work in kind of the area that Andrea works in. I get people that are in the tech space where they're using their brain but can also listen to stuff. Unfortunately, Tom and I are not known for our being able to listen while we do other things. At least I don't know if you can. Maybe exercise, but I can't edit here or do emails to you guys. I can listen to music, but I can't listen to a podcast.
Yeah.
I was trying to listen to something this morning, some self-help bullshit, and I couldn't even. Sorry. I couldn't even listen to it because I was trying to do emails at the same time, and I was like, you
can't do two sources of words at the same time. I know my wife has constantly emailing. She just music. Just music, but I'm in there cooking or doing dishes or whatever, podcast or American Gladiators.
I've also noticed that I like instrumental music more. So I gravitate to there's a channel on SiriusXM that I really like that is all Lawrence Welk style instrumental music. They call it beautiful music, and the channel's called Escape. It's SiriusXM Escape. I'm telling you, if you want some old man S, if you want, it is the QVC. If you want the new QVC for me, Escape from SiriusXM. It's all Lawrence Welk instrumentals. Beautiful music. It's great. It's great background music. It doesn't have a thumping beat. So it's mellow, super mellow, and you'll be able to get your emails done.
I fell into a hole the other day, Dan. I don't know if you've talked about this publicly at all, and if this is a private thing that you want to keep private, you can edit this out.
Private?
Yeah.
I don't think we've ever been private about anything.
I'll give you one. Checked my PSA results for my prostate this morning. I got my blood test results. I go to the doctor tomorrow. They send you now your blood test results earlier than the doctor gets them. So I got them this morning, and I could not fight the urge to check it. And as I was clicking the button to see what my prostate was doing, I started to get lightheaded. I started sweating and passing out, and then it came up, and it's great. So everything's fine. But in that split second, I was dead. I started crying, sweating, getting lightheaded. I thought I was going to pass out. And then Tom walks in. I'm like, I almost passed out. I almost died in here.
This might be more private than your prostate. I'm not
Okay.
sure. I watched about an hour of Johnny Dark Sings the other day.
Okay, I will. Yeah, are you familiar with Johnny Dark Sings?
What is that?
This guy's a famous
Johnny Dark Radio. He did radio for a long time, and there's a couple Johnny Darks out there, so it's easy to get confused about which one. But this particular Johnny Dark looks like a plucked parrot, man.
Okay.
Like he looks like a parrot with no beak or feathers.
This guy is a D-list, very connected Hollywood actor, singer, and entertainer who was weaving his way through Hollywood through, like, I would say, like, what, probably from the 60s till now, and he's an old man now.
And I think he had like a Quiet Storm type of show-ish thing. Like he had like his own like, you know, that was like semi-popular, and like he's got a picture with like anybody you care to name from the 70s, 80s, or 90s. Like Sam Kinison the other day just ran a picture. Here's me and Sam Kinison. Rodney Dangerfield, like everybody.
Okay, so here's his website. I'll put this up for everybody to see here. It's pretty ridiculous, but so he wears a black turtleneck or a black shirt, and he has a cell phone that's black, and he sings into the mirror, and then he puts the camera in front of his black sweatshirt. And the reason he does that is so all you see is like sort of his face. It's kind of like his theater of the mind sort of a thing here.
And so like he's staring into your eyes as he sings, but really he's just staring into his own eyes as he sings.
And he sings, like here he is over here. You can see there's a picture of him with somebody famous, and here he is singing. Let's
So what is it? What is he just sings into the mirror?
You kind of have to hear it.
Yeah.
You kind of have
Why
to
do
hear
I have to log
like,
in? Oh, Jesus Christ. Why did they make me log in? I'll have to do that later. But yeah, he sings like into the mirror, and he'll be like the most famous songs in the world.
Yeah, he'll just pick just the weirdest song you can imagine.
Like here, I'll play this one. You can hear it at least. Here he is singing.
And it's Johnny.
And I thought about you. I passed a shadowy lane, and I thought about you. 2 or 3 cars parked.
He also wears black gloves, so you can't see his fingers holding his phone.
So how did he get
Find
famous?
one song that would like he sang like Metallica 1 the other day or something.
And the sun begins to fade.
Whitney Houston.
Still enough time to figure out how to chase my blues away. I've done all right up to now. The light of the day has shown me how. But when the night falls, the loneliness calls. Oh, I want to dance with somebody.
Yeah, that was a good one.
So they're making fun of him, right?
I love how he's wearing black
but
gloves too.
They're making fun of him, but he doesn't like take it like that. And
Who's making fun of him?
a
This
lot
is just his private feed. This is what he puts out to the world. He thinks this is amazing.
Yeah,
But people are making fun of him.
the only
I mean,
reason,
yeah,
like
they
they're
mock
not
him.
watching this because they're like, oh, this is awesome. This is just some crazy old man singing into his phone.
Yeah, it makes me laugh. What's wrong
Yeah,
with
no,
that?
that's what I'm saying. You're laughing at
Yeah,
him.
we are laughing at him.
The world,
Yeah,
okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's real bad.
What part of that do you don't understand? Yeah, he's a lunatic and he thinks he can sing like an angel,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's hilarious.
But doesn't he know from the comments?
Yeah, he does.
Okay, so then
But I
he's-
don't think he cares.
I don't
And there's
think he does know.
there's a group of people out there that they know that they're being mocked, and they know that a lot of their fame comes from being mocked, but they just kind of have to turn a blind eye to it. And I admire the fact that they can turn a blind eye to it.
That's called
Disagree.
Tom Van Skates.
Disagree. I think he thinks.
Yeah, you're doing it. You're Johnny Dark. I would have danced with somebody.
I think he thinks he sings like an angel, and he's putting this out there as genuine content. And then there are quote unquote haters, and they're gonna hate. But like he just dismisses it and goes on singing like an angel.
I do like his lo-fi black gloves pointed into the mirror, black turtleneck. Like
All
I
this
do like
weird
that.
stagecraft
But
that
you do,
unnecessary.
Yeah, it's unnecessary, but you think he's doing it for a laugh, right? Like the black gloves and the cell phone case and the black sweater. He's
No.
not.
He's just
He's
made up his
He
dead
mind.
100% is like,
Absolutely.
well, if I make it black, then people won't see my camera while it's filming me in the mirror, or
Yeah.
they'll see less of it. And he's addressed it before. He's like, you may ask why I'm wearing a black turtleneck. I have a black case and for my phone, and I wear black gloves. It's so I don't break the performance.
You can really focus on his angel
You
singing.
can focus on my face. Yeah, it's wild. But anyway, I'm glad you like that. I'm glad you're on that.
Oh, so after the we did the Moe's skate event.
Oh, can we talk one more thing there?
Yeah.
Just sorry. I want to tell video game makers, or I guess ticket game makers, how disappointed I am in them for making the games Wicked Tuna and the new Space Invaders, the Jumbo Space Invaders. Both of them, they're not really video games. They're just ways to get kids addicted to getting tickets. There's no skill involved. You don't have to, you're not fighting a giant tuna or something, a fish.
Yeah,
you're
it's all about the tickets so you can get the Chinese garbage.
Right, and I didn't know that, and I wish you'd warned me, because guess how much it cost to play Wicked Tuna one time?
That was going to be my question. What is the price per play?
$6.
What?
Yeah. You can get a craft beer for that. $6.
It's $6 for one play?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
$6.
I heard recently people will pay that, and 72% of them won't even show up to the event.
But anyway, I was just bummed out that, because I've been wanting to play Wicked Tuna.
And then what kind of ticket payout do you get?
I mean, it's decent. 30 tickets, 40 tickets. It's a lot.
And what does that get you
fart
at the
whistle?
You get one fart whistle, yeah.
Okay, so it's worth it.
Yeah, it's expensive. Very expensive.
And so after we did the skate event, my buddy Dre and Leanne, their family, were staying with us on their way up north. And we're watching their dog. And he was like, "Hey, our Joe Shed, a friend of ours from high school, is playing down the street at Lou's." Whiskey Lou's in his hardcore band, Subculture Threat. And it's let's say new band, but he's been in a bunch of bands. So anyway, went out there.
He's the lead singer too, right? He's the
singer.
singer.
And normally
Whiskey Lou's not what I think of as a music venue here in Orlando.
Oh yeah, punk and hardcore.
Okay.
It's a small punk. I mean, it is as punk rock of a room. I've never been in there before. And when I walked in, I was like, "Oh wow, it's just a run small punk rock room."
Welcome back to 2003.
The bands play on the floor. There's no stage.
Yeah.
It is old
What
school.
the F? What the F is up, Denny's? It's very much one of those,
So there was also a tiny punk rock club down in Miami when I was in high school called Cheers that I used to go to and see. And in fact,
Cheers.
Oh, my buddy Woody used to bartend there.
Oh yeah, I know him. Took over after Coach died,
It
right?
was sad.
The last time I saw my buddy Joe, and we call him Joe Shed because he played in he played in a punk rock band called Milk Shed back when I was in high school, and there was
So you guys named him like an Ironsmith would have.
Well,
been
this is the precursor.
Yeah,
This is how he does his phone. Your Ross comedy.
But
I got a lot of I got John fireworks tent in there for sure.
Yeah, you got to. Yeah, it's what's the name of your band? What's your first name? Okay.
That was a popular thing. Even with Mike Agency, who's now the drummer for the Avett Brothers.
Yeah.
I still know him as Mike Agency. It was So
well, it'd be confusing if you put Mike Avett Brothers because he's not one of Avett Brothers.
Once I know you as your first band, that's it forever.
Yeah, you're done.
But anyway, so as I'm watching my buddy Joe sing in his hardcore band, I'm like, this is a weird, unique experience where the last time I saw this man sing was 26 years ago in a setting similar to this, a small punk rock club.
Yeah, so you're 26 years younger.
Yeah. And then
did it make you shake to stand up, like being on roller skates for the first time in 30 years?
It was louder than I thought, and I thought I'd raw dog. I didn't bring.
Now, what you said you did made me laugh because I didn't question it because I thought you were kidding.
No, because Crystal did it, and then she gave me little wads of toilet paper to stuff in my ears as because I don't have earplugs.
Yeah.
But at first I tried to take it.
Don't do that. Don't put it on.
I tried to take it, and I was like,
go outside. Go outside and smoke a cigarette. It looks cooler than putting toilet paper in
watch
here.
my buddy Joe play. But
just cover your ears while you're
Never mind.
Yeah, that look bad.
And by the way, it's a small, a one-room small deal.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, I was just
mega amps.
I appreciate it. As I get older now, I look at everything I'm gonna log this experience in my brain, and not just I'm just seeing a hardcore band and a cool punk rock.
But it was your buddy.
But it's the fact that 26 years later, I'm seeing him in the same similar setting, and he's still playing. He's the lead singer of a band. It's just that's a unique experience.
He's
I'm gonna log.
He's 48, 49. It's cool that he's doing it.
He was
That's
always
awesome.
older than when we were in high school. The older people that graduated the band, and they were playing, and that was a cool thing to go see.
Yeah, you'd go see their bands play. Sure.
Yeah,
we did that too.
But anyway, and
any other bands playing, or was it just his band, or
some band from Brazil, which they were Sharps, and then I still didn't know that existed, and they're like, we're skinheads, but against, and they were explaining to the audience, and I'm like, everybody here knows.
It's tough to have to say that. You know, like, excuse me, guys,
but
we are non-racist skinheads. We look like the other ones a little bit.
And when you're throwing your arm up like that to get attention,
aside from maybe our boots or laces are going to be slightly different.
Absolutely.
And
if you'll notice, our swastikas are backwards, the Indian way.
Which is funny because the last time I heard of that was when I was in high school, and there were Sharps, and then I knew skinheads against racial prejudice, and they were anti-racist, and they'd beat up or they'd fight anybody, the racist skinheads.
Which is a confusing battle.
Yeah.
You're like,
wow, look at go.
One of you shirts and skins or something.
Come on.
You got
a little bit of hair.
Pick a color of a bandana.
Put a bandana on your wrist so I know who.
The Bloods and Crips knew. We knew red or blue.
Yeah.
But anyway, and then even just seeing. You're like, oh yeah, there's like scenes of hardcore scenes still exist, and even at we walked by, we saw a friend of ours' brother at a goth night that was happening at Will's Pub.
Golf.
No, Will's Pub does like goth nights, and then there's a goth scene. So we were walking down the sidewalk. And
is it all TH words you have trouble with, or just goth?
and there's this all exists. It still happens. I just don't see it in my
you're
bubble.
Not in it.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's cool. It's
you
cool
had kids, and your life ended.
Yeah.
Do you hope, in seeing something like that, are you kind of like, well, I hope would you see your boys maybe playing in a band or something? That'd be cool.
Yeah, I'd go there to see them, and I'd be front row, fingers in my ears.
Toilet paper hanging out of your ears.
Let me ask Ross this, because so remember when you hosted the what YouTube channel was it? And you're
talking
like,
about
Channel
All Gas
5?
No Brakes.
Channel 5,
Yeah, that guy Andrew
Callahan.
Callahan, that's it.
And then you realize you're like,
he's back, by the way. He just released
No,
something,
people don't care.
Yeah, something
He's
this
back at
morning. He released a new video talking about I don't know, some of the homelessness in LA or something I saw.
He's really focusing in on quote unquote good works type stuff now to kind of offset all the negative things that
right.
So when you did that, remember we were talking about these influencers not knowing how to put on a stage show.
Absolutely,
they had no idea how to put on a stage show,
and even brought somebody in to help them and completely derailed him.
So, Dude Perfect is coming into the Kia.
Correct.
Right. Okay. So
correct.
So this has been on the books for a year. You know that, right?
No, I see the advertisement on Facebook, and then Crystal, my son Max's birthday is coming up. And and Crystal's like, oh, he watches this on YouTube every once in a while. He knows about them.
I will fascinate you when you're ready.
Okay, yeah. So
and they're God guys too.
They are, yeah. Interesting.
Maybe
I'm not saying
maybe it won't be as fascinating as when we get to it.
Okay, there we go. Well, Danger Brain did their original branding.
No kidding.
For Dude Perfect back when they were on their rise to fame. And
interesting, because their branding right now is a straight just rip off of an anime. Did you know that?
No,
I literally was because Kia Center is right on my way home, and they got that giant TV on the side where they advertise upcoming stuff. And I literally was driving by how is My Hero Academia coming to the Kia Center? And it's Dude Perfect's poster. They just they stole it, put their faces on same fonts, everything. It's a complete ripoff.
So, and of course, a lot of people know Dude Perfect are the trick shot guys, and
they'll do a trick shot 1,000 times until they make it, and then be like,
I got a question for you. Are they then, without getting ahead of you, are they the new power team?
They don't really. They never really. Because I've watched a lot of Dude Perfect with my sons.
Okay.
And they never really bring up God at all.
Okay.
They do not push Christianity.
Maybe I am going to fascinate you. This is a roller coaster
that I've seen. And in here, there are at least popular YouTube videos. It's not like they're throwing in Jesus there, because I make.
I just wondered if maybe they were they did one of those things where the reason that we're able to make all these wonderful trick shots is the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ who makes all this possible. One of those things.
They don't do any of that I say.
Doesn't matter even if they do. I was just wondering.
But then Crystal's like, maybe should we bring Max to this? He may like it or whatever. but I started thinking, I was like, well, what the hell is their show live? Because they to do these trick shots, like Ross said, you have to, I mean, it's impressive because it takes a long time to like come together for a small trick shot. So they put a lot of work, obviously, but some of these things take days to even pull off, or at least dozens and dozens of tries, and so it takes a long time to even put together a bunch of trick shots, which is part of the work to it.
Right.
But anyway, I was like, how do you do that live?
I'm
do you
so
have
excited.
any idea, Ross?
I have the answer for you.
Okay,
I'm so excited. Finally, a pop culture thing that I'm catching up on Severance, by the way. Pop culture thing you brought to the table. It's not a documentary. I happen to have the answer for you.
Okay.
And it's actually from the aforementioned John Fireworks tent. He's like 20-something going to FSU, I think. And I just happened to bring up, I was like driving by, the Kia Center, and I saw this My Hero Academia ripoff. Dude Perfect's coming to the Kia Center. I wonder, like, how do they do that in the Kia Center? Like, do they do like just trick shots they throw a basketball from the top of the arena until they miss it?
That's a boring.
And everybody
just
goes,
missed it again.
Everybody goes, and then until they hit it, and they go, Yeah. But no, it turns out he happened. I guess he's been to one or something, or seen one, or I think his brother's a big fan and has been. And they do. It's basically Power Team. They proselytize from the stage for most of it, and they have a couple like bits they do, like worked out trick shots or whatever that will like work 100% of the time or something. Couple of those, and then a bunch of like preaching.
Really?
That's what I was told by like somebody in that age range who like watches and experiences this. I was like, what do they do? Trick shots for an hour? And then he was like, no, they get up, they preach, a couple little trick shots things, but mostly preaching.
Hey, I'm down for holding hands and singing "Our God's an Awesome God" because if you've never done it, it's pretty powerful and it's fun.
Christianity or like or are they doing like motivational speaking?
Christianity.
Okay,
like straight up Christianity, like Power Team type stuff. Yeah,
that is.
I used to love the Power Team.
That's a weird switcheroo.
I
when
said
you
the
buy,
same thing.
Because
I said the same thing.
Because if you don't like think about it and you're just like, oh, I want to see Dude Perfect do what Dude Perfect does, and without thinking like how they're going to do this live.
I mean, I got okay, this is the ending of their show. Okay, here is Dude Perfect spiritual send-off and prayer from Chicago tour show. Hold on, let me.
So a lot of the people that go to this are probably religious and then follow them and like they want this.
You guys at least knew they were like Christians and kind of represented that way.
Yeah.
If I would have like gotten a ticket to this and gone, I would have had no idea and would have been completely surprised.
Here, watch this. Let's hear what they say.
Now to know that after 13 years, I can honestly stand on this stage and tell you that none of those things in any amount. With any amount of zeros on the end of those things compared to the joy of knowing Jesus Christ as our personal Lord.
You're right, Ross. They get up there and they do it's kind of like a mini sermon thing maybe at the end. They'll do some fun trick shots and stuff, but they put a little God on it at the end.
The way it was described to me is like it's mostly preaching, and then there's a couple little trick shot things.
Okay, so it's not even just an ending.
That's what I was told.
I'm not going to play the rest of this, but apparently he calls up some other kids, and then they get saved. They do some of that.
And this
that is a weird.
And you accept Jesus into your heart.
And this is
I'm no stranger to that.
Me and Max would be saying, "We're like, do a dunk, do a flip dunk." I was like, "What the hell?"
And let's invite.
I'm not here for this.
Let's invite Tom and Max Van to the stage to accept Jesus Christ into your heart.
It's
fine. It's fine. Tom, do you accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior? It's fine. I do accept it. Oh yeah, I'll do anything for Jesus, just not to be uncomfortable. Baptize me, please.
You would do it? You would just go through it?
Yeah. Absolutely. He's never, because it would be too mean to all those other believers. He's not going to crap on their faith.
No, I can't do it.
He's just shaking like a robot. He's getting dunked underwater, shaking like a robot.
Also, if you put your hand on my forehead and push me backwards, I'll pretend to faint.
I will too.
Then I'll start shaking.
You know what? Maybe that is something we both agree on because, look, I'm not there to make any of those people feel bad. I grew up in the church, and it's not my bag now, but I'm not going to ruin their time. If it's working for them.
But also, I want to go on with the show. Like, I want to make the show
we might get
better.
some dunks.
Not even that, but there's like the people that went there. If I just stand there, he pushes my head. I'm like, didn't work. Nothing works.
I'm the devil.
The people are like disappointed. I want to make the people happy. Like you
You'll
should
fly backwards.
Yeah.
Like, wow, why
would you go so far as if if they pushed you into a wheelchair and put an Afghan over your lap and whispered in your ear, pretend to be healed, walk? Would you do that?
That's the FDR, and I would do that. Yeah, I would do the FDR.
Whatever the least awkward thing is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just stay there. Open your mouth like Terry Schiavo, and just like, okay.
Okay, so the answer is I shouldn't probably buy Max tickets to this because he's not going to.
What if he wants to be a Christian?
He's not going to get dude. Well, he's not. Well, he wants dude perfect. You see what I'm saying? He's not like.
Yeah, but
hey.
there's only one dude perfect, and that's Jesus Christ. Hey! Right? Is that why they're called dude perfect? Is that why they're called dude perfect? Because Jesus? Oh, come on, dude.
You have to.
They need me on they need me in their marketing division.
Listen, I'll accept it if you never miss a shot. if your entire career you never miss, I'll be like, oh, maybe it's something. I don't know.
I believe in God.
Yeah, that's But if you miss the majority and make one out of a million, then okay, then you're back to reality.
You know what's funny?
What's the ticket cost too? That's the other thing.
Oh, to the Kia Center?
Also, when you start
$33,
just so you know, when you do start blending the God and the money, that's when it starts to get a little weird.
Well, the fact that the ticket was only $33,
that's reasonable.
Because Chris was like, oh, it's only $33. That's what the red flag popped up. Because I was like, wait a minute, because
that's how Jesus gets you.
Well, not only that, I was just thinking like it can't be that elaborate and amazing of a show.
$33 for praying.
if it was that cheap.
Yeah, because like your Sabrina Carpenter brings like just a normal singing stage show, and it takes like $200 plus.
Yes, yeah,
and that's just to truck her stuff around basically. So like, how much stuff are they bringing?
Literally $200 for the worst seat.
Absolutely, for nosebleed.
This guy knows. He's a weekend fan. He knows what ticket prices
I got them tickets
cost.
early, dude.
Yeah, how big's the stage show? How much stuff are you bringing?
Yeah.
Like, is there any flip dunks?
Carrot Top in the Kia Center is probably like a $75 ticket. Like he's got a lot of stuff to bring.
He
Dude,
does.
perfect.
He puts on a damn good show.
Oh, it's good.
And he's very funny.
Yeah.
Interesting. I did not know that's what they did. Well, good on them. I mean,
yeah, just recently found that out myself. I would have been startled to go.
And because they are limited, I'm kind of curious to, even with some of the trick shots, how they even pull it off live, because you're going to miss. I mean, even a 40-foot basket, you could sit there 5 minutes straight and miss. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm sure they've gotten good at shooting baskets and doing some of the stuff but you can still miss for a long time, and then it's an awkward thing where the whole audience is like just waiting,
Yeah.
And then it brings down the energy, how like oh yeah, you want to keep the energy high, you don't want to be like, oh, he missed again.
But they have plans for that. Like, so if they're not making it, they're like, well, if we don't make it, who wants to see the Dude Perfect mascot do a Jimmy Jam off the trampoline? Yeah. And then they just do something like that. They just pivot.
I'm kind of curious to just see how you organize that.
It's only $33.
I might
go.
Let's go.
I'd go.
We're going.
I would blaze a joint and sit there and watch whatever's happening.
Yeah, but then it starts preaching.
I love the Kia. It's a world. It's literally one of the greatest, arenas you could go in.
I always wanted to see the power team.
Yeah.
I saw the power team. They came to my school.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Power team was legit.
But the preaching aspect makes it awkward for me.
Weird.
I'd be like, make a shot.
You'll be looking down the whole time. Please make it.
All right, we will take a quick break. We'll be right back with more Corporate Time.
Got it. Thank you. And then we're jumping over on Facebook.
Yeah. Do a BDM show. It's interesting because I have never seen, because I've seen a significant amount of Dude Perfect's content there on YouTube, because like I said, years ago, me and Max used to watch it a lot, or Tommy, like put it on, and you watch one video after the other, and they do like, what's interesting is that I started seeing them like do brand deals with like Nerf and other companies. Okay. And I was like, man, this is, and so then they'd base their entire video around a brand deal they had with like Hot Wheels or like Nerf or something, and because they're religious and it's squeaky clean, I'm sure a lot of companies are more willing to work with them.
Robert says Jesus died at 33, and that's why the tickets are $33.
That's pretty good.
Robert, that's funny.
That's pretty good.
Robert, that's
that
good.
could be something.
Hold on, Robert. I'm gonna give you. He said I deserved a blast for
that's
my
a
joke, but I'm giving you a blast, Robert, because that's pretty fucking funny, dude.
I had no idea they were religious until it's funny. Danger Brain, Sebastian told me, because I was like when I found out they did Dude Perfect's branding, I was like, and they're like, yeah, we still know them. And then I'm like, oh, can you get us an interview? Because me and my son watch it. And he's like, he's like, they're really straight edge religious. And then I was like, really? That much? I'm like, I know we had a religion. Who cares?
Kind of not our bag, I think. Yeah.
Well, it's not even that. Like, who cares? We've interviewed super religious people. And
we have.
And that told me the fact that he was like, I don't think they'll do it, was like, I was like, oh man, it's a different level of like.
They gotta worry about their image.
Yeah,
Even,
yeah.
Like, being next to you saying some shit.
Yeah. Which is weird nowadays. Where it's like because but
guys, I'll put us on Facebook, so please hold. If
but
you
I've
guys
never
are flipping